The plasma blade stopped 3 inches from Marcus Webb's throat. The blue light from the weapon painted the metal walls of the alien warship in a cold glow. Marcus swallowed slowly, trying not to move. His mouth spoke before his brain had time to think. Wait. I'm the Queen's mate. The Vexery warrior froze. 4 black eyes blinked one after another. His insect-like mandibles clicked in confusion. Behind him, 6 more soldiers lowered their weapons just a little. Just enough for Marcus to realize something important. He had bought himself maybe 10 seconds of life. Marcus Webb was not a hero. He was an engineer 3rd class, assigned to the cargo hauler Distant Promise. His job was fixing broken engines and complaining about long shifts. Unfortunately, the Distant Promise was now a floating debris field behind them. 2 hours earlier, the Vexery warship had appeared from hyperspace and attacked without warning. The cargo ship had never stood a chance. Marcus had escaped in a tiny emergency pod. But the Vexery had captured it. Now he was kneeling on the floor of an alien warship surrounded by insect-like warriors who were rumored to consider humans a delicacy. And he had just claimed to be married to the most terrifying warlord in the galaxy. You lie, the Vexery commander hissed. But there was doubt in his voice. Marcus forced himself to stay calm. Do I? Marcus said. The commander's blade moved closer again. The Crimson Queen takes no mate. She is the bloody sovereign. The destroyer of Vexa Prime. Marcus nodded quickly. Yeah. My wife has a lot of titles. The soldiers exchanged nervous glances. Everyone in the galaxy knew the story of Vexa Prime. 15 years ago, the Crimson Queen had turned the entire planet into molten glass. No one knew exactly why. Some said it was revenge. Some said it was politics. Others said it was because someone insulted her ship. Whatever the reason, billions had died. Marcus forced a confident smile. She's going to be very upset when she finds out you destroyed my ship. The commander tilted his head. Why were you on a human cargo vessel? Marcus improvised. Diplomatic mission. The commander's eyes narrowed. The Queen would not send her mate on such a dangerous task. Marcus shrugged. That's exactly why she sent me. The aliens were quiet. Marcus could practically hear their thoughts. Fear was spreading through them. Finally the commander spoke. We will verify your claim. Marcus's heart skipped. Of course you will. The commander gestured to the guards. Take him to holding. Contact Vexery Command. Marcus quickly interrupted. Or you could contact her directly. The commander paused. Marcus continued. Private channel. Frequency 77 Alpha Crimson. He had absolutely no idea if that frequency existed. But he said it with complete confidence. The commander studied him carefully. How do you know the royal frequency? Marcus stood slowly. I'm her mate. He spread his arms slightly. I know lots of things. The bridge went silent. Finally the commander spoke again. Take him to diplomatic quarters. Marcus tried not to collapse with relief. As the guards escorted him through the warship corridors, one thought kept repeating in his mind. You idiot. What happens when they realize you're lying? The diplomatic quarters were surprisingly comfortable. Soft lighting. Real furniture. Even a large window showing the stars. Marcus sat on the bed and ran both hands through his hair. Okay Marcus, he muttered. Step 2 of the plan. Unfortunately, there was no step 2. He had only invented step 1. The door opened. Another Vexery entered, wearing robes instead of armor. I am Negotiator Vex, the alien said. Marcus sighed. Of course you are. Vex sat across from him. We have questions. I expected that. The negotiator leaned forward. The frequency you provided is encrypted. Marcus blinked. Encrypted. That meant the frequency was real. Marcus tried to hide his surprise. Of course it's encrypted. Vex studied him. Describe the Queen. Marcus crossed his arms. Describe your mother. The alien paused. That is irrelevant. It's rude, Marcus replied calmly. Where I come from. Vex's mandibles clicked. But you have seen her. Marcus shrugged. I've done a lot more than see her. The alien leaned back slowly. You understand your position is dangerous. Marcus nodded. I do. Vex studied him for several seconds. If you are lying, you will die. Marcus smiled weakly. If I'm telling the truth, you'll die. The alien left without another word. Marcus collapsed onto the bed. That bought maybe another hour. Then the alarm started. Red lights flashed across the room. A voice echoed through the ship. Unknown vessel approaching. Marcus rushed to the window. And then he saw it. The ship was enormous. Black metal covered its surface like polished armor. Crimson lines ran across the hull like veins of glowing blood. Weapons systems covered every angle. And written across the side of the ship were two terrifying words. Crimson Sovereign. Marcus whispered one word. Oh no. Moments later the guards dragged him back to the bridge. The Vexery crew looked terrified. The massive alien warship filled the view screen. A communications officer turned. They are hailing us. Audio only, the commander ordered. The speakers activated. A cold female voice filled the bridge. Vexery vessel. The voice was calm. Deadly calm. You have something that belongs to me. Every Vexery froze. The commander shoved Marcus forward. Speak. Marcus swallowed. Hello. The voice paused. Then it spoke again. He's alive. The view screen suddenly changed. Now it showed the Vexery bridge. From an angle above them. The alien ship was already inside their security systems. Watching everything. The voice spoke again. You hesitated. The commander stuttered. Great Queen. The bridge door opened. Everyone turned. A woman walked inside. Human. Or at least mostly human. Tall. Pale skin. Hair the color of blood. Eyes that changed color with every movement. She wore living crimson armor. And she moved like a predator. The Vexery guards looked terrified. They had not escorted her. They had followed her. She stopped in front of Marcus. Studying him carefully. So, she said softly. You're my husband. Marcus slowly nodded. I can explain. The entire bridge held its breath. The Crimson Queen smiled. Please do. Marcus took a deep breath. I was going to die. The Queen said nothing. Marcus continued. They were going to eat me. The Vexery soldiers shifted uncomfortably. Marcus shrugged. So I asked myself a simple question. He looked directly at the Queen. What name would scare them the most? Silence filled the bridge. Marcus continued quietly. You're the most terrifying being in the galaxy. The Queen tilted her head slightly. That is, mostly accurate. Marcus nodded. I didn't think you'd actually show up. A slow smile appeared on her face. Your fake frequency triggered an old monitoring system. Marcus blinked. Wait, really? Yes. She turned toward the Vexery commander. I'm taking the human. The commander bowed immediately. Yes, Great Queen. She grabbed Marcus's arm. Her grip was warm. And incredibly strong. Come with me. Minutes later they were aboard the Crimson Sovereign. The doors sealed behind them. Marcus finally spoke. Why didn't you kill me? The Queen looked amused. Do you know how many people in the galaxy would dare claim to be my mate? Marcus shook his head. None. She smiled wider. Exactly. They walked through long corridors filled with silent machines and strange alien technology. Finally they entered a quiet chamber. The Queen sat down. Marcus sat across from her. Tell me something, she said. Are you brave, or incredibly stupid? Marcus sighed. Honestly, probably both. She laughed. The sound was warm and completely unexpected. What is your name? Marcus Webb. She repeated it slowly. Marcus Webb. She tapped a console. Information appeared in the air. Engineer 3rd class. Marcus groaned. You already checked my records. Of course. She studied him carefully. You are alone. Marcus shrugged. I was a cargo engineer. She leaned forward slightly. And now? Marcus thought for a moment. Now I'm unemployed. She smiled. I may have a job for you. Marcus blinked. What kind of job? She leaned back in her chair. I need someone who can lie. Marcus laughed nervously. That's a strange job requirement. Not really. She stood and walked toward the window. Outside, dozens of warships surrounded them. I have many enemies, she said. Sometimes diplomacy requires creativity. Marcus slowly understood. You want a fake consort. She turned back toward him. I want someone who can stand in front of enemies and speak my name without fear. Marcus thought about it. You're serious? Very. He sighed. Well, it beats being eaten. She smiled. Excellent. 6 months later, Marcus stood on the observation deck of the Crimson Sovereign. Below them, an enemy fleet burned. Explosions lit the darkness of space. The Crimson Queen joined him at the window. You're getting good at this, she said. Marcus shrugged. I used to fix engines. Now you manipulate governments. Life is weird. She laughed again. Marcus looked at her. In 6 months. I've lied to emperors, generals, and politicians. Yes. I started 2 wars. Yes. And somehow I'm still alive. Also yes. Marcus turned toward her. What exactly am I to you? She looked at him silently. A tool? No. A servant? No. Marcus crossed his arms. Then what? The Queen was quiet for several seconds. Then she asked a question. When you first met the Vexery, what did you tell them? Marcus smiled. That I was your mate. And now? Marcus thought about the past 6 months. Every mission. Every lie. Every time he stood beside her. I guess. I never stopped pretending. She stepped closer. That's the interesting part. Marcus frowned. What? Everything you said that day became true. Marcus blinked. What? You said I sent you on dangerous missions. She gestured around them. I did. You said I would destroy civilizations for insulting you. She nodded toward the burning fleet. I just did. Marcus slowly realized something. So the lie became reality. Yes. She stepped closer. You spoke it into existence. Marcus laughed quietly. That's very human. She touched his face gently. Marcus Webb. Yes. Do you want the truth? About what? About us. Marcus hesitated. Yes. She took his hand. Then stay. He blinked. Stay. Not as an employee. Not as an asset. She looked directly into his eyes. Stay as the man who dared to claim the Crimson Queen. Marcus laughed softly. You know that started as a lie. She smiled. Not anymore. Marcus looked at the burning stars outside the window. Then back at her. Well. He shrugged. I guess I should stop lying then. She raised an eyebrow. Oh. Marcus smiled. Because I think I actually love you. For the first time since he met her, the Crimson Queen looked surprised. Then she kissed him. And somewhere across the galaxy, entire civilizations trembled. Because the most dangerous warlord in existence had just chosen a human.